Hey guys, we are back with some more Wolfsburg Wolves franchise mode, and in this one we are going to be facing the Winnipeg Jets in round 2 of the Year 8 playoffs. Let's check out the Winnipeg Jets lines. Connor, Scheifele, and Laine are the first lines. Second line, Zucker, Malgin, and Vesalainen. Third line, Atkinson, Appleton, and Duclair. Then the fourth line, Senyshyn, Patan, and Hyman. Defensively, Morrissey and Pouliot, Belpedio, and Myers, Schuster, and Anderson. In goal, they have Hellebuck and Comrie, as usual, and scratched no one. Alright, so here we go. Not going to waste any time here. Going to round number 2 against the Winnipeg Jets. And let's see if we can come through in the clutch at the right times once again. First period, there you go. Jorg Aho, air punctet on Connor Hellebuck. Let's go. Second period, there you go. Maddox Homer, the original draft picks, coming through in the clutch in this game on Connor Hellebuck. Let's go. Third period underway. 2-0 is the score. 31 shots to 19. Let's go, boys. Come on. And Duclair with the goal on Demko. Makes it 2-1. Winnipeg with a power play. And Laine on Rodin. It's not the worst thing in the world. Rodin's pretty good. Gurianov with the goal. Nice. Nice goal. Nice goal, Gurianov. And that'll win us the games. And Nettie with the empty netter. However, Rodin got in there for the second goal against, meaning that Demko might be partially injured at the very least. And it looks like that's all that it is. I'm hoping that's all that it is. And it looks like that is the case, so that's good. So I'm just going to make sure, because sometimes this game likes to play tricks. I'm going to make sure Demko is in there, and he indeed is. So we're going to leave him in. Going to leave the lines the same way as they were. That won us Game 7 and Game 6 of the previous series. So here we go. Game number 2 on home ice still. Let's get this W. Come on. First period against Winnipeg Jets, they get a goal on Demko. Atkinson from the side of the left circle. Rough angle there for Atkinson, but nonetheless, he gets the Winnipeg Jets on the board. Second period, that's going to be a goal by Vesalainen on Demko. Come on, boys. Come on, offense. Let's do it. There you go. JT Miller on Hellebuck. Nice early goal. Now give me another one. Power play. Yes. Bohinski with the goal on Hellebuck. Let's go. Tie game. Come on. Get me one more, Wolfsburg. Get me at least one more. We're going to an overtime. Yes, we are. All right. We're not going into it. It's only game number 2. So here we go. Come on. Power play. Can't get it done. As usual. But we did get a couple power play goals in this one. But Vincent Trocheck, the acquisition during the offseason, gets on the board in overtime on Connor Hellebuck. And it is 2-0 in favor of the Wolfsburg Wolves. Now, it is worth noting, we did go up 2-0 in the previous series, and we lost 3 straight. We did win the series, obviously, but the series obviously isn't over until it's over, is my point. So let's not take anything for granted here. Let's just steamroll these Winnipeg Jets and show them who's boss. All right, first period. There you go. Kuleshov with the goal, and Homer, the original draft picks, once again coming through in the clutch. Second period. There you go. Your air punctet, Jorg Aho. Speaking of which, all 3 of our main guys coming through in the clutch in this game. We have a 3-goal cushion going into the third. Get me one more, just for fun. How about that? Power play. There you go. There it is. Jorg Aho, air punctet on Connor Hellebuck. It's 4-0. Shut her down defensively, and we should have no problems. 40 shots to 17, and we're looking good to go. Yes, indeed we are, as that is going to be a 4-0 shutout victory for your Wolfsburg Wolves, and we are now up 3-0 in the series. Zanetti, Kuleshov, and Aho, the 3 stars of the game. Nothing for Demko, but he's probably at least an honorable mention, I would say. But the Jets didn't have too many shots on net, so that's why I'd imagine they gave it to all the skaters. So, going into game number 4, potentially could end it here. But we're going to take it a period at a time. First period, all right, Zucker on Demko. Second period, that's going to be a goal by Josh Morrissey. This is not the first time we're down 2. We've come back from it before, so let's go. Third period now, come on, boys. Just end this thing. End this thing. Scheifele on Demko. Power play. Come on. Yeah, I don't... If we didn't get anything on that power play, then I didn't think it was happening, and it's definitely not happening now. The Jets get their game. 3-0 win for them. Hintz with the goal on Hellebuck, so that breaks the shutout, but too little too late for the Wolfsburg Wolves. 3 stars of the game, Hellebuck, Morrissey, and Line. So, going into game number 5, we're going back home. Once again, don't take that 3-1 lead for granted. Pounce on it, and just get us to the 3rd round. All right, come on. We've been to the Stanley Cup Finals before. We know how to win in this situation. Get it done, boys. First period. There you go. Erpunktet, Jorg Aho. This guy is clutch. He has scored in seemingly every game so far. I know it hasn't literally been every game, but he scores a lot. That's the point. Second period. There you go. JT Miller and Maddox Homer. Let's go. Miller's on the second line now, so that wasn't the entire first line, but still getting goals from just about everyone. I mean, I haven't seen much of the fourth line, but at least the first, second, and third line are contributing here in the playoffs, which is always necessary. So here we go. Third period. Oh, come on, boys. Belpedio on Demko. Don't let this happen. Get a quick goal now after they got that goal from Belpedio, and everything should be fine. Power play. Power play. Want to do some Maddox Homer on the power play on Connor Hellebuck. Let's go. 5 minutes remaining, 4-1 game. Should have no issues. Line on Demko, making it interesting, but we're fine. 4-2 victory. Very nice. And we are off to round number 3. Let's go. Demko, 3rd star of the game. Aho and Homer are the 3 stars of the game. And we get a couple of days rest. See who we face, San Jose or Vancouver, in the Western Conference Final. Up to the Western Conference Final for a 3rd year in a row, I might add. So we're going to check out the stats from that series. Aho, 13 points, 8 goals. What a clutch player. Homer, once again, these two, they may not be fantastic in the regular season. Maddox Homer, 60-point guy. Aho, I'd say 70-point guy usually. Yep. But they always come through in the clutch in the playoffs. Zanetti with 9 points. Kuleshov with 8. Trocheck with 7. Guryanov with 6. Bohinski also with 6. Bohinski's been clutch. I mean, he hasn't been as clutch as, say, guys like Aho and Homer, but he's been doing his job very, very well. Seth Jones with 6 points. Malkin with 5. Miller with 5. Mayer with 5. Point with 4. Hintz with 2. Staples and Provorov and Kondratek and Pearson all with 1. Verland and Vertanen haven't played. Stahlberg with nothing. So, of course, we have yet to have an injury. And I promise you guys the injuries are on. We've just had a lot of luck with injuries so far this year. And hopefully, you know what? Hopefully that carries over. I'm not switching it to 10 as of right now. It's at 9 are the injury sliders. So we're going to keep them the way they are for the rest of the playoffs at least. If we don't get any injuries in the rest of the playoffs, then I'll turn it back to 10. But for right now, just want to see what happens. Let's see faceoffs. 58.3 for Aho. Not too bad. Trocheck, 55%. Everyone else below 50. That's not a problem, as our 2 main guys at faceoffs are winning them a lot. Provorov, 29 hits. Aho, 27. Zanetti with 24. Zanetti also turns it on during the playoffs. I mean, doesn't everyone on this team, though? Most everyone on this team turns it on in these playoffs. Guryanov, 23. Homer, 23. Jones, 20. Hintz, Trocheck, Miller, and Kondratek all with 18. Stahlberg with 16. Pearson with 13. Mayer with 12. Kuleshov with 6. Point with 5. Gino with 4. Staples with 3, Bohinski with 2. But again, Bohinski getting that offense. Let's see, takeaways to giveaways. So, takeaway master Todd Mayer, as usual, up there, 22-7. What a guy. 14-9 for Homer. 11-2 for Trocheck. So, he improved tremendously during these playoffs. I mean, once again, everyone on this team shows up during the playoffs, even if they don't show up during the regular season. It's great. Gino, 11-9. Zanetti, 9-8. Guryanov, 8-5. And I might add, even if they don't show up offensively, they definitely show up defensively. Staples, 7-9. There's a good example of that. Aho, 7-10. So not a great ratio, but he has the offense to back it up. Hintz, 6-9. So he hasn't really been producing as much as I'd like him to. But he did get that decreased role after we had to put Aho and Homer on the penalty kill. And honestly, I think that's been helping. I really think that's been helping. Point with 5-5, 4-15 for Jones, so that's a bit uncharacteristic of him, but he does have 6 assists. He's probably anchoring it down. Otherwise, Provorov, 4-13, so he's been kind of brutal, but he has, I will say, been helping out Tim Bohinski, I would imagine anyway. Miller, 4-5, Pearson, 4-4, Bohinski, 3-7, Stahlberg, 2-5, and Kondratek, 1-9. Kuleshov, 1-10, but he is getting offense. And Stahlberg, with a fight. So I had a fight in that series. Goaltenders, yeah, Demko, 934, stay consistent with where he was. Another shutout added to his already impressive run so far in these playoffs. Rodin had to get in there for a bit. He only took 4 shots. He allowed 1 goal, so of course his save percentage is .750. That's going to make it look a lot worse than it actually is. But, yeah, he had to get in there for a bit. And there you go. There is round number 2 for your Wolfsburg Wolves in year number 8. We are currently awaiting our 3rd round opponent. Let's see if it's San Jose or Vancouver. And it will be the San Jose Sharks. They won in 7 games over the Vancouver Canucks. And in the East, we have Buffalo versus Washington. So let's check out the lines of the San Jose Sharks and see what they're all about. I don't think we've seen them in this series yet, at least in terms of the playoffs. So it should be interesting to see their lineup. So Tucker Urquhart, I remember him. He went 2nd overall in the year 5. That's year 5, I believe. Yeah, the year 5 draft, along with Jonathan Drouin and Gage Dryden, who went 4th overall in that same draft that Urquhart went. They picked 2 times in the top 4. So second line, Meyer, Hurdle, and Tuck is now a member of the San Jose Sharks. Third line, Alexei Kaminsky, Chandler Stevenson, and Philippe Theodore. 86 overall, jeez. They have a lot of forward depth here. I'm actually kind of scared of it. Kevin LeBanc on the 4th line with JT Compher and Antoine Lalime. Defensively, Oliver Keelington, however it's pronounced, I've heard it both ways. Ryan Merkley, and Brendan Dillon with Brandon Carlo. And then Marco Scandella, the 73 overall Marco Scandella with Mikhail Ozens. And in goal, you have Jan Stumpel and Martin Jones, the 36 years of age, 79 overall Martin Jones. And scratched, the 37 years of age, Logan Couture. Sasha, oh god, I always struggle with this one, Melevsky, and Raimo Hartikainen. The 84 overall Raimo Hartikainen is scratched. So he must have been injured before when we last scouted the San Jose Sharks, because I would imagine Hartikainen's in there instead of maybe LeBanc or Lalime. So they're very deep at forward, the San Jose Sharks, but they don't really have that stud on D, and they don't have a stud goaltender. So, but we all know 81 overall goaltenders can be incredible sometimes in this game. So we'll see what happens. I mean, he has a .929 save percentage so far in these playoffs. So I'm expecting a battle out of the San Jose Sharks. And that'll be about it for this one. So I'll see you guys in the next one when we face the San Jose Sharks in round 3 of the Year 8 playoffs.